Hello, welcome to episode 8 of ThisBoy podcast. You can find me on Ravelry as ThisBoy Knits. You can find me on Instagram if you just search ThisBoy or search David Rakes. I'll put the spelling below. And on YouTube as ThisBoy. So just keep searching. I just want to say yay! Over 200 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you. Keep subscribing. It's been a longish week. The first week back after annual leave is always the same. And I'm off next week. This is my camping trip. So my friend and I, we're taking Max and his dog. He's got a little Westie called Brandy. So the four of us are heading down to Devon, which is about an 8-hour drive. So we're going to split it up on the first day, and we're going to stop about halfway down Midlands somewhere, maybe the Lake District, Peak District, something like that, just to give the boys a break. It's a very long drive for them, and to give us a break. And from there straight down to Devon. So the forecast looks good, which I'm quite pleased about. Might be rain the first couple of days, but it's still going to be in the 20s. And I just found out there's a craft show on down there, so I'll definitely be going there. A craft fair, sorry, not a craft show. Just let me refer to my notes. So you may notice or may not notice the recording's a little bit different. I'm using one of my point and shoot cameras because it has an autofocus. I've realised the big DLSR, it doesn't autofocus at all for shooting video, just for pictures, which is why I've been having so much trouble with it. This one does autofocus, so I'm hoping that will clear up a lot of that stuff. If you're not happy with the quality or it sounds different, just leave comments below, let me know. I'll appreciate the feedback. So, want to say thank you to all the test knitters that have volunteered. There's still patterns to be tested if anyone else is interested. You can find that under the ThisBoy group on ThisBoy Knits group on Ravelry. I haven't figured out how to put a button on yet for the group, so it just says ThisBoy, and it's like an underscore. It's like a URL link. And on my page, it shows up in amongst all of the buttons that are there for all the different groups that I'm joined to. If you have trouble, just look for writing rather than a badge. I've tried a couple of times to upload a badge and nothing's working so far. So Beth and Helga have done a really good job with the hat. I'm very pleased. Beth is going to, I think it was Beth, yeah, Beth's going to redo the hat in double knitting. The large size in the 4-ply or sock weight wool didn't fit our husband's head, so she's going to try it in DK as well. They've both been really good. They have supplied pictures, which I'll insert here. I'll check and I should have permission. So they've done really well. I'm so grateful to them. Eva Christie from Eva Christie Hand Knits, hi Eva, is going to test knit the mitts. There's a couple of other test knitters got the mitts. The shawl and the scarf is just a no-go. I cannot get the broken C-stitch pattern to work. So I've kind of given up and I'm currently casting on for a kibble. So I'll see how that goes. The kibble should be fine, it's just the same pattern as the hat and the gloves. So once I've got that knitted up, I shall let you know about producing the pattern if anyone wants to test knit the kibble. I'll show you the gloves that I've done. I've only done one of each, but they're the same pattern but just in different colours. I'll show you them in the whip section. I just want to say a big thank you to Die Another Day girls again. I've had so many people coming to me saying, love your podcast and we found you through the Die Another Day girls. So Amanda and Christina, I know you watch, so thank you so much. It was so appreciated, thank you. I even got some wool from Christina the Cozy Knitter, which I'll show you in my acquisitions, and it's so lovely. I can make a little, well I could before I caked up, I made a little yarn moustache. some of the podcasters out there, the women like to do a yarn beard. I do a yarn mustache. More manly, obviously, than a beard. Okay, so whips. I have almost exclusively, other than casting on, playing about with the shawl pattern, the scarf pattern and the cowl, been working on my wave-like shawl. So I'm on section 2, which I have added a green section. So this is the short row section. Let me just open this up for you. The camera seems really far away, so I'm not sure how much of me you're getting in here. Hopefully it's not just my head, which means it probably is. So that's the shawl pattern so far. That's using the hedgehog fibres in ink. That's using ThisBoy in Avalon Steel. And the green section is ThisBoy in its chartreuse colour. I just haven't named it yet. And I have dyed myself a very special skein, which goes up on the shop shortly, in a new bluebell colourway, which is really lovely. So if you want to see a pattern of wave-like, just go into Ravelry or Google it. But it will have the green and Avalon Steel short row stripes coming down here, and then at some point you then go along and you do a nice big solid section which will be in the bluebell colourway. So I'll show you that in the shop update. I'll just show you it quickly now, but that's the chartreuse colour and that's the bluebell colour. It's so nice, and I've done it, you can order them in the sparkle base or the normal base. I just have to name them. I think my sock base I may call it something like manly base or something, just because it's ThisBoy. So that's the shawl. That's going to be my camping knitting, and I'm also going to do a pair of socks, so this is where I need your help. But we'll come to that in a moment. I've made another tiny little progress. I haven't got... When I saw podcasters using progress keepers, I thought, I'm not sure about them. Is there a point? There's a point. So this is Tight Wool Shawl by Hugh Loco. I've literally maybe done another 2 rows, and that's about it. It's very cute, I love the colour. It's rusty ferret yarn. I can't recall, I think it's Eldritch, maybe, the colourway. If you just Google Rusty Ferret Dundee, that will take you straight to the shop. I haven't made much progress on that. And that's it, unfortunately, or fortunately, for my whips. I have no finished objects because I've been mostly exclusively working on wave-like, and as I say, some of the test knitting, which hasn't gone particularly well. We have a giveaway, which I shall do a random number generator and announce the winner live on the podcast, or as live as you can on YouTube. So we'll do the giveaway in a little bit, and I'll move on to acquisitions. So this is from Cozy Knitter. That's the Die Another Day girls. This is Christina's the Cozy Knitter and has an Etsy shop, but they both do. And this is my acquisition. So this was my yarn mustache, because it's like a mini skein. So this will be for the, I'll just come up closer. This will be for the toe, cuff and heel. It's a gorgeous turquoise colour. And then this one, it's called Suits Aren't For Everyone, and it's really cool. It's a couple of different shades of grey on different stripes. It's like a dark, possibly a mid and a light grey, and then it's got a nice orange and orange stripe and turquoise stripe. So I think it was that 5 striper. I can't wait to get started. So this is what I need your help for. Can anyone recommend? My preferred method is 2 at a time. I'm not fussed about toe up or cuff down. But I want to make something worthwhile out of this nice self-striping. It's the first self-striping I've bought from an indie dyer. The rest have all been from, Regia or the stuff. Other than Zauberball, the rest has all been pretty questionable. And yeah, so if anyone has any suggestions, paid for or free, I'm not bothered. Not too lacy, because they're for me. This is a selfish knit. So yeah, something nice. I think that was it for acquisitions. Let me have a look. Yeah, so time for some funny stories. My friends have found them funny. I'll get there. So it was while I was dyeing yesterday, dyeing some yarn. I set the 2 pots up on the cooker. So it's a ceramic hob. I set them apart so there's 2 big rings, 2 small rings, which is pretty standard. I set the pots up on the 2 big rings, and then I thought these are the colours I'm going to use. So I picked them up. Now the kitchen you'll have seen from the yarn dyeing tutorial is not that big, so space is limited. So I took the 3 pots that I was using to dye, I placed them on the cooker, nowhere near the pots, because I thought this bit stays quite cool. You can touch it, it's not hot in the slightest. The buzzer went, that was my friend coming up, went to answer the door, came back, and I turned on the wrong ring. I could just see the 3 plastic pots melting. I shouted on Dave. I was like, Dave, I need help. So he came through, and I tried to pick up the tub, thinking I can get it off the ring quickly. That's all, the dye fell out all over the hot ring, which by this point I had turned off. And Dave started shouting, I can't see what I'm doing, and it's really difficult to breathe. I mean, this stuff, you're not supposed to breathe in the particulates when you're just using them normally, never mind melting them. So the house was filling with smoke at this point. It was getting choky and it was nipping the eyes. I'm running around trying to find something metal, like a wok spatula, to try and clear up the melting plastic and the dye that is now all over the ring. I've got bright orange hands, because of course it was Aztec Gold and Sun Yellow, and I can't remember what the other colour was. So my friend Graham comes in and he's like, oh my god, what's going on? There was just smoke everywhere. I had the window open, the smoke alarm started to go off. Tried to scrape it all off the ring, and then eventually the smoke started to clear a little bit. We've got the smoke alarm off, and yeah, what a mess. I'm still, you probably can't see much now because I've been scrubbing my hands today. Let's just say I look like I smoked about 500 rollies in one day, like a rolled up cigarette that was so yellowy colour. It wasn't pleasant to look at, never mind see. So yeah, that wasn't fun. So no more dye pots on the cooker, not the plastic ones, anyway. And then today I was feeling a little sluggish, my friend was as well. We were sitting having lunch at work, it was just after lunch, and I said, oh, let's have a Barocca. So I don't know US and Canadian brands or European brands. Barocca is just like a vitamin tablet. It's an effervescent one, so you pop in some water. It has zinc and magnesium, all these things to give you some energy. So I gave her one, I had one, I had a bottle of water, there was maybe about over a quarter of a bottle left. Broke it in half, plopped it in, put the lid on, was swirling it round, and I picked up the bottle, I looked, it was fully dissolved. I went to take the lid off as the lid just flew off. The bottle hadn't realised it had been swelling up, and the lid popped and hit me in the head. And Ailey was like in stitches. She had tears running down her face, and she said it was because of the look of my face, which was probably sheer terror. As I realised this thing hit me, I mean, it hit me in the head. It wasn't sore, it kind of scriffed past my head, but I swear I could feel it for about 10 minutes. Oh my god, that was pretty scary. And who would have thought, just some carbon dioxide build-up. And I've used it in bottles before. It's not like this was the first time and like, oh my god, please don't use this if you are using bottle. Just this one was very fizzy, or very effervescent. So a cautionary tale. Watch what you're doing. let the gas out first, because the lid will pop off and hit you in the face. So I hope that cheers some people up. So I shall move on to the shop update. It's fairly short. I'm just going to put this extra little light on to see if this helps. The lights in here are kind of yellow, so it's just so you get a better idea of the colour. So this one is Bluebell, which I showed you earlier. So this is on the sparkle base, and it's just such a beautiful colour, and I hope this picks up the beauty of this. So it's tonal, there are some lighter and darker shades through it, which is deliberate. The sparkle, it's just so pretty on here. So of course, for the colour, it had to be something Scottish, and Bluebell came instantly to mind. I'm just going to hold this in different positions and at different distances to see how well it picks up. That's on the sparkle, and I showed you it already on the manly sock base. See, it's sticking already. And this one's caked up because it's going in the shawl. But it's just such a lovely colourway. It's a blue bordering on purple, but not lilac at all. It's so pretty. The chartreuse is just so vibrant. It's like a highlighter green. Not a fan of green. I'm a fan of this though. Excuse the collapsibleness of it. It's still a bit damp. I couldn't wait to knit with it. So it came straight off of a slightly damp skein into a cake, and I was knitting with it this morning. So my original plan was to use this as the big colour block in the shawl, but it's a bit too much. But I think this will complement the stripes, whereas this, well, the non-sparkle version of this, it blends in a bit too much with the other two colour choices. So this one gives a great striping effect, and this one will just be a beautiful bluebell colour, pop of colour in the middle of the shawl. Again, the chartreuse, if you want, I mean, I can quite easily do a sparkle version. I'll hold off on that until maybe I get a request, because I'm not sure who would want, because it's a strong colour and I'm not sure if the sparkle would be too much. And this one is one of my favourites. I've been wanting to dye this one for a while, and excuse it being caked up, but this is Starry Starry Night. So it's named after the Vincent song from Don McLean, covered by Vonda Shepherd, probably covered by a lot of people, but it was the Vonda Shepherd and the Don McLean version that I like. So it's a deep, and I'm going to say tonal again as usual, but there's a depth of colour to the grey. It's probably got a lot of purple in there. It's two greys mixed together to give this effect, but it's a very deep grey, but it's not too dark. I do plan on trying another one with more black in it, just to try and darken it down, but this is very me. This is very 50 Shades of ThisBoy grey. If it's grey, it's mine. So this is going to be available on the shop. There was, I think that's perhaps it. Oh, 2 seconds. These bags are on the shop, but I just thought I'd give them a quick show. So I did this one. It's so cute. It's got little foxes and toadstools and a leaf and a snail, butterflies. I'm sure that this, I don't know what this owl is eyeing up on the other owl, but she looks quite surprised. So who knows. It's nice, kind of beigey brown with some oranges. A little bit of blue in it. So it's, oh sorry, it's all squished up at this side. But it's very cute. It's got a nice handle, which I think is ideal for attaching a lobster claw to, so you can, I'm showing you down there and you can't see, attach it to a belt loop if you're out and about or walking around the house, and you can just have the bag open. It's got a nice grey lining, and you can be knitting out of the bag, keeping your hands free for knitting. Depends how hardcore knitter you are. That's what I would do. This one I think I showed last time, but it's had quite a bit of interest on the shop. This was done to appeal to, I would definitely say ladies. I mean, guys might like this. I like it. Again, nice little handle, grey interior. And it's just a nice blue floral print, but without being too plinty. So that's it for the shop update. So let's sit and have a blather while I bring up a random number generator and announce the winner. So I'm just going to go to Ravelry. I don't know how many submissions there were, so it was really nice to see that nobody actually minded paying for postage if they win. So that was nice to hear. Currently I have 209 subscribers. Thank you. That's really good. On Ravelry, should have looked this up first. I do apologise. Hopefully it's not bothering anyone. On Ravelry, competition time. So it's been open from May 24th. So it's just over a week. And there are 22, but hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are me replying to people and saying hey. And it's nice to see Charlotte Knits is here. Hi Charlotte. Helga's back. Louise is back. Luzel. Hi Luzel. So yeah, I'll just do a random number. I think Very Pink Knits, I'm a big fan of hers. She does random.org. So what did I say? Ravelry, there was 22 posts, 4 of mine. So if it lands on mine, I'll just do another random number generator. So the result is 21. And on my page, let's check there are 2 pages. No, on my page, that is Knit Girl Knits. She's a very cool yarn and needle tattoo. I can't tell where it is on her. I don't have a real name, but congratulations. I don't know where you are, but I shall send you a message and let you know you've won, and we can arrange details to ship. So that was the Oncoming Storm or Frozen Dancing Mermaid colourway. So that will be speeding its way to you. Sorry for anyone who didn't win this time, but there are going to be loads more. I plan on announcing one next week. So I know I'm on holiday next week, but I probably won't be able to resist doing a little podcast. I am just doing some updates, and I am going to take a very special skein of wool with me to show you when I'm down there. That will be the giveaway. I was lucky enough to be contacted by an Etsy seller called Burning Impressions. Now anyone that's watched Die Another Day Girls will recognise the name. I did. And she's offered to send me some stuff for giveaway. So if I can remember to take the yarn with me for the giveaway, I'll do that. If not, I'll just roll it over, so it'll be yarn from me and trinkets and stitch markers and lovely things from Burning Impressions. And if there's multiple things, we'll do more than one giveaway. Maybe like first prize will be a skein of yarn from me and some stitch markers. Second and third prize will just be stitch markers, or I don't know what I'm receiving. I'm saying stitch markers, it could be something completely different. I've looked on her shop, I've made a little order myself. She was very nice, and I would say check her out. She does things like sock blockers, and you can have things burnished onto them. You can let her know what you want, if you want your name on it. If they're gifts for someone, you can have names. There's lots of cute little things that are very helpful, and I've made a nice little order. So that's Burning Impressions. That's BURNING space IMPRESSIONS, Burning Impressions. I'm just going to message Nick Girl Knit just now. Nick Girl Knit, sorry. Congratulations. You are the winner. Do you not think in Ravelry groups, at least as a moderator, or probably someone participating, a like button would be good? I know there's the agree and funny and interesting, but as someone who doesn't use a lot of the messaging functions of Ravelry, I don't know how that works. And to me, when I look at it, if I reply to someone, I know it links them, but it's not underneath. It could be like 20 posts down and I'm saying, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, and type a message. A like button so that someone knows that I'm paying attention to their post would be quite good. Show the winner, please. Get in touch for shipping details. So I don't know where she is. She could be a million miles away. She could be Canadian actually. For some reason, lots of my viewers are Canadians, which is great. I've been to Canada once. That was for my brother and sister-in-law's wedding. We went to Calgary, and they were married in Red Deer in Alberta. Calgary was a lovely city. I'd love to go back and hire a motorhome, and a few of us, Dave not so much, he'd rather go to a hotel, which I would love to do as well. But just having a motorhome and having the freedom to go around would be brilliant. It's like Scotland on steroids. I think I've said that before. And one little update. Kirsty from Little Bee podcast and I have been in very brief discussions about doing a little knit along. So we're both sci-fi geeks, and we are thinking, I came up with the idea that since there is only one Doctor Who this year, and that's the Christmas special, of starting one, it'll be July the 1st, but just doing a Doctor Who knit along. It can be, we'll fine tune the details, but as broad as it is at the moment, it will be as long as you knit as long as you knit something sci-fi related, or you can twist a shawl or sock patterns to say this would be Doctor Who's colours, or this represents Sylvester McCoy, or doesn't have to be Doctor Who, I'm just using this, anything sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, knit a scarf that Darth Vader might wear. And we'll come up with a prize, randomly drawn. We'll set the timeline to be from July through to probably the 1st of December, or maybe January the 1st, so the Doctor Who's there. We'll work out, but just to let you know, we are thinking of doing this knit along, so we'll keep you posted. And some exciting news, I've booked my first Yarn Festival table. So it looks like it will be in October. I'll not divulge too much details just in case I get into trouble. But it will be a Scottish one, and I'll be there. I can't wait. I'm going to have to get dyeing a lot more. And oh my god, Bronze Goddess is just, I can't dye it quick enough. It's amazing how quickly this sells. And the feedback has been really good. Everyone loves the colour. I've not had a single negative, and I'm not looking for one, a single negative comment on it. It's just been really good. If anyone has any suggestions about other colourways that could work on the Bronze Stelina, or, I mean, I'll just keep dyeing Bronze Goddess. I'm happy enough to do that. But the creative part of me is saying, what else could I do with the bronze? Because I mean, the base colour of the wool is a bit darker than your average white wool. So it's just getting colours. I mean, the Bronze Goddess works really well just because of the earthy tones and the splashes of colour, and then complementary with the Bronze Stelina, but I'm not sure what other colours I could use. And I'm thinking about getting some silk cashmere superwash blends. So let me know if that's something that would interest. Obviously it's going to be a bit more expensive because it's more expensive for me to buy. In my show notes, such as they are, that I've talked about everything. So keep an eye out on Instagram if you're an Instagram user. for all my holiday snaps and pics of the dogs. They both had their hair cut now, so they'll be able to deal with the sun a bit better. So yeah, keep subscribing, keep watching, keep sharing the love. This community is one of the best, and I have to say my subscribers and my customers are among the nicest. Next episode, when I'm back home, I have got some pictures to show of some of the colourways that have been knitted up. There's one just now from Joyce, Yarn Girl 32, such a nice lady, and she's been so complimentary about my colourways, and she's been knitting one up, the Graffiti, one that I was going to use as a giveaway but it's sold. And it's knitting up so lovely, it's not what I expected at all. So I'm going to show pictures when I get other pictures, so I'll do like a little segment of my colourways knit up. Joyce has given me permission to use hers, and obviously I'll seek permission for anyone else that's got any more. So if you have bought from me and you have pictures of either Bronze Goddess or Avalanche, any of them, then if you don't mind, I'll feature them on the podcast. On another future episode, I'm rallying together all my male knitter friends. There's actually a few, there's at least 3 that I know of that I'm friends with who, through no, well, one maybe through me, have been knitting of their own accord. So Graham knit when he was a kid, but still knows how to do it and could do it if he wanted to. So I'm going to get some video footage of him knitting. Darren, who lives across the water in Fife, not America, he started knitting about the same time as me, more or less. He knits little scarves and does the cutest little dog cuddles. And a friend of a friend, I would say he's a friend, we don't spend a lot of social time together. Turned out he brought his knitting up the other night. So yay, more of us. We're not an elusive, we're not like unicorns, there are more of us out there than I know. And that's 4 of us in one small city like Dundee. So they are out there. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment if you've got anything to say down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.